IMWorld 2017. We're going to continue our debate with, we're moving to cloud actually, which is a big topic. Everybody's talking about cloud. All the companies want to be in the cloud. I have my pictures in the cloud, but that's just for me. And we're gonna have a very interesting discussion about some of the trends we have on enterprise cloud, because I think this is the main driver for this industry in Romania, the companies. So companies need this service. And I would like to ask you all, first of all, I want each of you to make a short presentation of yourself, after which we'll go on the specifics of the local market. So, if you can.
Is it okay like this?
Yeah.
Okay. So, my name is Haris Zachariadis. I'm CEO in Softone, Romania. I'm in the business software for more than 30 years. Softone is in the business software for many years too. We started the business in Romania, the branch in Romania, we started in 2013, and we are very optimistic. Things are doing well for us, and the market seems to be very interesting. Now, as far as your question about cloud and how we feel about cloud, we were, first of all, just to make sure we understand each other, it's cloud and cloud. We see a lot of companies that they say cloud and actually they mean hosting. Hosting and cloud, it's something totally different. So we're talking about cloud, and mainly we're talking about public cloud. We in this level, especially as far as business software is concerned, we consider ourselves as pioneers. We started being in the business of business software on cloud in 2007. So we really have been through the hard years. I mean, we all remember how difficult it is to convince somebody to have his data on the cloud. They were suspicious where my data are and all this stuff. Nowadays we are very optimistic. In Romania, actually, we are very happy on how it is accepted. Most of our customers, they don't care where the data is. If they see a value on what we offer them, no more questions. So this is a very good. Still, we are in the process of educating businessmen, but yes, we are very optimistic. The key is what added value we offer to the business. It's not a matter where the data is. In this respect, I have the feeling that all of us, that we used to be good programmers in providing good technical solutions, our goal now, and we move to become service providers. This means we complete what we call SaaS, service as a software. We realize it day by day. The companies are expecting from us to provide them complete solution, including IT services, consulting, financial probably consulting, business consulting, all of this. And all this is happening because of the cloud. We're moving the discussion away from hardware, from servers, from backups, for who's going to maintain the server and all this. And we focus on real business. So I'm optimistic. We feel that Romanian market is accepting cloud quite well. We have more than 3,000 customers on cloud right away, which is in users. If you convert it in users, I would say it's something about 20 to 30,000
okay,
users.
We're gonna talk a little bit more about the specifics of the local market. I would just like to see everybody.
So, my name is Anca Bundac. I'm a country manager Mini CRM Romania. So what I did was to develop the process of Mini CRM in Romania. We entered the market around 3 years ago. we see a lot of growth in the mentality of the Romanian entrepreneurs actually, and in the adoption of our solution. I will keep it short because I want him to introduce himself also. Well,
No problem. This is a
But I'll just,
discussion for all of us.
No, come on, go on. My name is Ștefan Văduva. I represent the ERP division of Medialine AG. We are a company which provides let's say the full spectrum of functionalities and products in the cloud realm. So through our company cloud product, we basically supply what Mr. Zacharias mentioned, let's say the replacement of hardware, the solution for a company to get rid of all the worries about servers, network, all this expensive stuff which sits in a dark room. We also cover the application suite which can be acquired and run from a cloud, be it private or public. This depends really on the risk appetite of any client. And we also now lately are seriously engaged in the development of applications in the cloud, and we see a lot of interest from smaller and larger clients to basically start using these possibilities, these opportunities offered by the development of cloud and by the accessibility of internet throughout the entire territory of the country, and in a way make it easier for them to make business and to digitize their business, having access to applications in areas and in locations where before that or without the cloud possibilities it would be very expensive for them to go with a business app.
Okay. So from this first round of discussion, I see that the market is growing. Okay, that's good. Everybody's happy. But I want a question for all of you, all three of you. What were some of the most challenging projects you have worked on in the last year for clients requiring cloud solutions?
Okay, companies dealing with distribution, definitely it is our best customers. They have distributed facilities all over Romania probably, many warehouses and so on. What we call in software, we're calling this trend open enterprise solutions. Open enterprise solution, it's exactly, we developed further the open enterprise solutions to move to mobile, open enterprise mobile solutions. Today every enterprise has to be mobile. So this has to do with good SFAs, with good CRM, with whoever is on the go to have access to his data from any place, any device. So yes, we have some very good projects, distributed projects. I don't want to go into names now, probably it's not proper, but we're very glad. In generally, I started telling you before, we have something about 3,000 customers on cloud, which is about 20 to 30,000 users. In the last 2 years, I would say that 60, we offer also installations on premises. But in the last 2 years, more than 50%, I would say 60% of our sales is on cloud. So we're quite happy.
Okay. And what about your experience, Anka?
Well, with us it's simpler actually. We develop a CRM solution and that's the only thing we develop, and it's a cloud-based solution. During the last years, because we entered a new market, we just wanted to grow more and more. But I think all the projects are really challenging for us because I think the main challenge in Romania is to change the people's mindset regarding a CRM solution, regarding a complete and efficient system in order to manage their daily activity and after move to the cloud. I think it's not a question of cloud necessarily, but it's a question of going from Excel or paper-based solutions, managing ourselves, which are many companies in Romania, I think you agree with me, to just move to another more efficient system, a segmented or a good completed system to manage yourselves. And I think that's the main challenge is to change the people mindset regarding their daily job, how efficient they are, how much they work in the system, where they keep their database, how develop is the relationship with their customers, and how they use technology and software in order to just have it together. So I think, for us the challenging is to change the mindset of people.
Yeah, about
Coming to the question of the most challenging project so far, I think it's actually what you touched upon in your intervention. Complex clients have a hybrid solution between some installed base which is in their data center, and it's probably difficult for them to let go, and the need to have a sales force mobile and capable to work and to access information basically from whatever point in the geography, from wherever the client is located at a certain moment in time. And the funny thing about cloud is that it only works if you have access to internet.
yeah.
And we are able to with the help of telecom in this instance to construct solutions which made it available in very remote places in Romania, in villages on the Danube riverside, or in the hills of Montania, where actually working a mobile phone it's pretty complicated sometimes. It is true, going mobile on simpler devices, on Android tablets, or on even on bigger cell phones, is now, let's say, a standard requirement from most of the clients, and they look at this as a huge opportunity to save money and to use what they already have, because most of the people, most of the sales force are already equipped with communication devices, with basic cell phones, or with tablets at most. And the fact that we can actually deliver business applications, Salesforce automation applications on these devices using let's say the existing communication facilities they already have, it's seen as a huge benefit from existing clients and from potential clients. Basically, this is one of the first topics which pops up in a conversation with a client when they come and inquire about getting new software or getting an application. Can it be accessed on a mobile device? Does it run in the cloud?
So this is the first question you are getting nowadays.
Yeah, it's basically everybody is following this hype that they have to be mobile. It's not really clear for everybody what this means in terms of changing their business processes, but we are there to assist them to work.
Do you see this as a challenge for you, focusing more on mobile?
Fortunately for us, our solutions are already built for this. So we see it as a good differentiator for our products in the market. We also see it as being the next reality in the let's say 10-year horizon from today. If you're not mobile, you're going to have a big problem as a software provider in this respect. So there are very few industries, let's say, or there are very few application domains where the mobility is not a real requirement. So you have to have that if you want to,
So,
to stay in
do you agree
business.
with this statement that mobile is driving future demand for cloud?
It's not just mobile. Again, like I think you have a different experience with softwares, probably based on your professional experience and the customers and projects you had. For us, it's also it's you have to be mobile. Otherwise, it's not possible actually to work with your customers. We talked recently that you have to develop the relationship with your customer. And you have to have access to information fast, no matter where you are. I think that's a must in any business, actually, in any sales activity. You have to be able to access the data from your mobile phone and having a secure system, which is another topic. How secure the system is and where do you keep your data, actually. So I agree. I totally agree with that. Like, I think you have to have a live customer database, which is one of the main benefits of a cloud CRM, for example. You have to be able to access information fast in order to be efficient. You don't have to just be stuck in an office, and if you're not there, then that's it, you cannot work, because you have your database in an Excel that is on someone's computer, and if you're not there, then you cannot do anything. So, I agree with him, actually. You agree with me, right?
I agree with you too.
Good. The second time you agree with me.
So, great, everybody agrees with everybody. That's important.
We're in the same business.
Yeah, okay.
About before you mentioned something about educating the market and moving from the Excel and so on. What I see is the more new businessmen are getting into the market. I mean, the more educated they are, they leave the old generation behind. So it's a matter of more educated businessmen.
Yeah, we have, like, for us, CRM doesn't mean customer relationship management. We just start defining CRM as a customer relationship mentality, which is actually that a CRM, it's a mentality focused on our customer.
And going forward, looking at 2018, what are the industries you are seeing as driving demand for cloud services in Romania, I think? And what about small and medium-sized enterprises? Because I haven't seen so many solutions developed for these companies who don't really have a lot of money, but they could use such solutions. They could become more efficient, and at the end of the day, make more profits.
There are a lot of things you can say on this topic, and the, let's say the benefits are diverse, to say the least. The first big thing about applications and delivering them in cloud is that actually the licensing model or the cost model for companies changes from a acquire to own model on a consumer as a service model. So basically you can gain access to a really powerful ERP solutions, for instance, by paying in the order of, I don't know, €100 per month or less for several users in the company. We see now actually licensing models which go not on number of users, but actually on the amount of time spent using the application. So you can for instance have access to a powerful ERP solution, simply paying I give a number, €8 per day. So if you only need it 3 days a month, you pay, I don't know, 24 euros for that. So if you're only using it for accounting, then you can book everything, let's say, once a week.
So there is a lot of flexibility in terms of usage.
And this way of delivering applications to clients opens the market this market of really small companies which have a, let's say, a complicated business model, and they need a more powerful software solution than, let's say, the standalone applications which were historically available for this size of company. For me, this is, I think, one of the, let's say, the the biggest benefits for companies, that they actually, it makes it accessible, it makes better products accessible to smaller
More companies, yeah.
smaller clients.
For SMEs, the big challenge is for SMEs, and more challenge for startups. I mean, with cloud solutions, a startup doesn't have to invest in hardware, in big hardware, doesn't have to invest in buying licenses or hiring IT people and things like this. So instead of that, they're investing in their own business. What do they need? They need a warehouse, they need more salesmen, they need to buy more raw material for their production. So yes, SMEs is an ideal customer to use a business software on cloud. Now, from the other hand, larger enterprises, they have very diverse demands. So mobile, enterprise mobility, for example, it's a must for them. They cannot live without it. So SMEs, yes, and the market is full of SMEs, full of opportunities. Instead of going and trying to get European funds in order to buy our licenses, they pay just a subscription, and that's okay. I mean, it is surprising. A lot of times companies are calling to ask information, how this works and so on, and finally the ultimate question is how much. And when we tell them that they have to pay only a subscription, which is, I don't know, they say only, and that's it. I mean, this is the case.
It sounds too good to be true for some reason. Not about.
So you ask about development in 5 years of cloud, right? Wow. I think a lot of solutions and providers will develop their solution because it's normal. Every day we develop more and more, and we're a really fast world. But I think 5 years in Romania, in my opinion, it will be amazing if instead of 15% of companies using cloud-based or CRM solutions, we'll move to 80%. And I think we have really, it's also in the European Union study, Romania, it's a country who is not very efficient and productive. Our productivity rate is 5.6 euros per hour, which is 6 times less than any country in Europe. It's really scary thinking that we are really hardworking people, but we don't have the good tools in order for us to do our job. And so I think, in my opinion, the change I see is not more solutions and functionalities, because we need that. Yes, we need it to solve some things, but I think the core problem is the people's problem, is the human part, and I think it stays in the hands of the provider to educate the market enough in order for them to understand the benefits. Romanian people, in my experience, are price sensitive. They like to invest, they want a lot, but they don't want to pay that much because maybe they don't know if there's a ROI, like a return of investment. So I think it depends on you on providing or giving him enough information to know how this is going to help his business, daily business, how this can improve my daily job. I understand, and a lot of people are saying to us like, okay, I can understand, I have all the information, but the mindset problem still remains here because we have so much issue just talking to someone and asking to add tasks daily for the customer because you need to have consistency in your job. Well, you can have a lot of platforms and systems and applications, but I think it will be amazing if we as providers can educate the market in a way in which they'll change the mentality and they're going to start using the software not because it has functionalities, but because they really understand the functionality of that. And I really want to see like a growth in Romania in around 5 years or something, a lot of companies to use more cloud-based solutions.
I would add to this.
You agree again? Yes.
I cannot say no to a lady.
Right?
So anyway, I would say that I mean, not talking only for Romania. I mean, you are Romanian, you know better the Romanian mentality, and you are right in talking about Romanian. But generally, what I see thousands of applications and solutions to be available on cloud. Most of them, they are targeting individuals. I mean, let's take about social media, and all this is cloud. So most of them are targeting individuals. Now, as far as business solutions that are targeting businesses, there are going to be, again, a lot to come and a lot to appear. The question is how many of them they provide real value to the businesses, because there might be solutions, for example, that can be easily adopted. Somebody say, okay, €5 per month I can pay it. It's not much, but later on he discovers that it's not good for him. It's not offering the real value that he's expecting. So he's gonna abandon it, more or less. For us, for example, we consider our product as a premium product that we offer all kind of services included in the cloud subscription. And at the same time, we're working on new applications and new solutions that the market is already asking for. For example, it's a trend now, and it's called other guys they call it bot, other colors they call it artificial intelligence in enterprise solution. It is happening. There is a demand for this already, and we have to be there. So we imagine, for example, a salesman that he's on the go and he's consulting his mobile, how we call him, digital assistant, mobile digital assistant, or enterprise digital assistant. How much is the balance of the customer that I'm gonna meet? And you have an automatic reply. So the question is, would these applications provide value for better solutions, better decisions, so the business will take better decisions? So this is we have to be there, and we have to work for this and to be ready for the next generation.
So
the present is present, but we have to work for the next.
So on this positive note, we're going to have to wrap it up. So
All right.
thank you very much for
Thank you very
providing
much.
the insights. And we're going to take a short break, and we're going to be back with the streaming and connectivity panel. That's going to be a very interesting conversation, and hope to see you soon.